it sort of got to a point where like they'd added a whole bunch. They'd added almost all of the original trilogy characters.
Yeah.
And then people were like, add the hog, add the lab assistant. I'm just like, we've had original trilogy representation. Add more stuff from like the later Crash games. Like even if they weren't all perfect, like it's still acknowledge them. Put in the Viscount from Crash Boom Bang. Acknowledge that game exists, you cowards.
Make Crash Boom Bang 2.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
But make it good this time.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, remake games that weren't great and make them better.
Yeah. And I think that's what remakes should be, inevitably, at the end of the day. What other words can I use?
Inevitably.
I've already said inevitably.
Right. Man, I'm glad I went out of my way to get that Aku Aku mask just to lose him immediately.
Yeah, that was a lot of effort for not a lot of game. Yeah, I mean, remakes should... I think they should strive to improve upon what was there. And if possible, like... not even, like, necessarily bad games. Like, even games that had so much potential, but due to issues during development or budget problems, they couldn't really fully realize the game.
Or if they were rushed by the publishers.
Higher-ups, yeah. That would be nice.
Not gonna happen, because that's the world we live in, but...
yeah.
Boing.
Wow.
Imagine using a human being as a trampoline.
Yeah, he's such a racist. Crash Bandicoot confirmed racist.
I mean, not really, because any other human that he finds in the game, regardless of their ethnicity, he kills them too.
Okay, well then he's an anthracist or whatever the word
But he
is.
also kills all the animals he finds. He's just a homicidal maniac in general.
Genocidal fool. It's not like in the Mario series where like it's confirmed that the people that Bowser's minions, not all of the Goombas are like that, not all the Koopas are like that. It's just the people he hires.
Well, it's also in the original manual for Mario Brothers. It's like Bowser turned the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom into bricks, and then you just go out of your way to break as many of them as possible.
Yeah.
Like, damn not Crash, Mario.
Wow, you put Crash is getting blamed for everything.
Yeah, well, I said he's a maniac. How do you know he's not the one that put them in the bricks?
Yeah. He likes jumping on crates, and they're square and cubed and everything.
Oh, yikes.
That was almost a big oof.
Big bruh moment.
Big wow moment.
Yeah.
There we go. Bonus time.
Bonus round. Man, we're almost at the end of the first island.
Wow. Is this a speed run?
Hope not.
Because it's 28. We're 28 minutes in.
I've also like died 4 times. Like if you die in the second level of Crash speedrun, you reset. You start over.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how big the mistake is, but yeah, dying's a pretty major one.
Okay, so I'll let you in right now on something that I want to do at some point. For like Let's Plays and stuff. I want to do something called like insert game. The game you're playing hardest mode.
Oh yeah.
So like you've got the Crash hard mode. When I did Crash 2 hard mode, it was like playing it like it was Crash 1, where it's like if you die in a level, you have to reset because you can't get the gem anymore. What I want to do for like any game is treat it like it's real life. And it's like, if the character dies, sorry, no resets, that's it.
I was going to say, if the character dies, then I also have to die.
Oh gosh.
I am dead now. Goodbye.
But like, so like, say like it's Ratchet and Clank, it's like a game without a life counter. It's like, if you die, sorry, like, Nefarious wins.
I remember this like hidden thing at the back here. I'm going, wow, you can walk behind the level? Wow, that's so cool.
That's such a fun thing that the developers accidentally put in the game and didn't patch out.
Pretty sure it isn't.
Oh, it's absolutely intentional.
Yeah. Because it'd be weird to extend the
environment?
Well, yeah, but like the hitbox for like the platform back there. Like if the platform just like...
It's also weird to have very specific spokes in the fence that are very flat that you can jump over for no reason.
Seems like a poor defense thing when someone can just walk over your big wooden fence. Seems a bit bad.
Seems pretty bad. All right.
Yeah. I watched a video recently talking about... this is complete non sequitur, but watching guy watching Hoodwinked.
Oh yeah?
And wondering if it was a bad movie.
It's not, but go on.
It's not. I would give it a solid like 6 or 7 out of 10.
I'd probably go higher, but I haven't seen it recently.
Like it's a definitely above average
Kids movie.
Kids movie. And the entire time he was like making jokes about how it's similar to Shrek, and I was like, but it's not though.
It's really not.
Like,
son of a bitch.
It's like the same argument that people use for like how Lion King ripped off like Kimber the White Lion,
even though like it really didn't.
Because like it's the same situation that with like Kimber's in, where it's like
it's a little similar, and then people are like, that means they stole it.
Well, yeah, not even that, but also the fact that like Kimber did everything like with like lions in a jungle.
God damn it!
Like, it did everything with that scenario it could.
Yeah.
And it's just not fair comparing, like, the hundreds of minutes of, like, Kimber.
I see you watched the same video I did.
Yeah, the YMS one.
Yep.
It's really good. It's, like, 2.5 hours long if you've never seen it.
I saw a comment under that video, and it, like, really got to me, because it was... It got to me so much, I keep failing this jump.
Yeah.
No, it was like,
aggravating.
This is what's wrong with society. Like, lies take 4 minutes to tell, and they take 2.5 hours to debunk.
Well, yeah, exactly. People will like to believe...
Oh my god.
Whatever they want to believe in. And I'm not saying I'm not guilty of that.
Yeah.
Everyone's guilty of it.
We've all looked at, like, a headline and then not read further.
Yeah, and just assumed things, rather than trying to dig a little deeper. But yeah, the thing with the Shrek and the Hoodwink comparison is, like, it's a similar thing with the Kimber, where it's like...
No!
You keep overgoing
well,
it.
it's so hard to control yourself in the air in this game.
Yeah.
There's no analog compatibility, so I'm just using
the D-pad.
The D-pad.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time when I would, like, always use the D-pad over the analog stick. And I look back on those days and I'm like,
why?
Fool.
You fool. You have so much more control and sensitivity with the analog.
There we go. Thank God there's no time trials in this one.
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't do it. You got it with 2 seconds too slow. You did not
2
get the
seconds
bonus.
too slow. After all those mistakes, if I was only 2 seconds too slow.
The devs made that many mistakes when they played the time trial as well.
Oh, right, of course. Well, here we are on Island 2.
So, you know. Yeah, Island 2, here we go.
Island 2.
How many islands are in the Crash one?
There are 3 islands in the first Crash game.
So we're basically a third the way through the game.
Except, like, there's half of the game's levels on the 3rd island.
Ah, well, there you go.
There's quite a lot of levels on the 3rd island. It's either that or those are just the longest and hardest levels, which, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was saying about
Shrek and Hoodwinked.
Like, if it like Shrek did like so much in terms of like mocking and parodying like fairy tales and nursery rhymes, that if you're gonna make a story that's also parodying fairy tale and nursery rhymes, you can't.
There's not a lot more ground to tread.
Yeah, and there's like you're always gonna draw comparisons to that, to Shrek. And
I'll say it. I prefer Hoodwinked to Shrek.
You know what? Fair. I would.
If
I
we're
agree
adding
with that,
Shrek 2 to the picture, that's obviously the better film.
Yeah,
but
I'll give Hoodwink this. It was like one of the first movies where it was like a really, for a kid, a really well written mystery thriller.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Like, I did not see it coming. Like we won't spoil it here.
I did at a certain point, but like that was still a significant chunk into the movie.
I didn't suspect it, and when it was revealed, I was like, "Whoa, that is cool."
We saw that in the cinemas, didn't we?
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did. We went with our aunt.
Okay.
Well, I did. I did anyway. I'm not sure about if you were there or not, but
yeah, I don't remember that.
It was in the we went to the Shell Harbour cinema for it for some reason.
This is the only cinema that was showing.
Oh God, imagine that.
Yeah.
I remember I saw the Doctor Who 50th anniversary in cinemas there.
Yeah.
Because that was the only cinema that was showing it.
Really?
I believe so. I don't know if the Wollongong ones showed it.
I guess Doctor Who wasn't as big over here.
And it's pretty big in Australia, but I don't know if Shell Harbour has a dedicated Doctor Who community that Wollongong doesn't.
And they were right if they don't get it. If they don't get their Doctor Who film.
Oh, they were right.
Yeah.
I thought you said they were right.
No, I was gonna say
they were right if they don't get it. Like, okay, calm down.
No, I said they would be rioting. If
I know you don't like it, but a lot of people do.
I don't dislike Doctor Who.
It's just not one of the shows you'll rewatch a bunch.
I'm not.
You won't go out of your way to watch the latest episode.
No, the last episode I watched was like way back in the Matt Smith era, I believe, and like the beginning of like the
Capaldi era.
Capaldi era.
Well, we were watching it with the family, and then we got like halfway through Capaldi's first season. No, we got like I think we watched the full Capaldi's full first season.
Yeah, because wasn't there an episode where he like goes to like a dying planet or something at the end? What's like the finale of the first season
of Capaldi?
Yeah.
That's the Cybermen and Missy.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I just remember something about like we're going to a planet where that's important for some specific reason.
That's every episode.
Yeah, but like...
That's every sci-fi.
Well, I mean, then again, a lot of Star Trek episodes are something has come onto the ship, and now we must get it off the ship.
Yeah.
So, you know.
There's better defenses on the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Nothing can get into that thing.
Except for people that the Doctor doesn't want to be there, who will inevitably become his companions.
That only happened once.
What are you doing here? Get off of my TARDIS.
That happened once when a bride teleported in without her knowing she did. That was a wild time.
What a weird...
Imagine introducing...
Was that Donna?
That was Donna.
Yeah.
Imagine introducing arguably the show's best companion by just teleporting her onto the ship out of nowhere.
There he is. Yeah, that would be strange.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame we stopped watching it with the family after the Capaldi's first season, because his next two are amazing. It's got some of the best individual stories and season arcs. Well, not his second season, but his third season definitely. It's got one of Moffat's best season arcs that he did, and there's a lot of individual stories that are really great. But I'm not here to talk about Doctor Who. I'm here to talk about Ripper Roo, the second boss of the game.
Wow, what a segue.
That just happened. I didn't start talking about Doctor Who 2 minutes ago so I could do that joke.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you playing the segue?
Look at him. He's a kangaroo wearing a straitjacket. What's not to like?
A straitjacket, or what could only be described as about 10 polygons. Very good.
Oh, yeah, that did get him. Neat.
Wow. Does every boss in this game, like maybe except for the last ones, have 3 hit points?
Ah, shoot. No, actually. The next boss has 4 hit points.
Oh. Whole 4 hit points.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Can't believe it's going to be so hard.
And,
damage.
the boss after that has, like, 6.
Okay.
Actually, this is the last boss of the game that has 3 hit points.
Oh. And now he die.
Well, not yet.
Now he die.
Maybe I die too if I can't get out of the way.
He don't die.
Oh, I almost... Oh, I missed him. What?
Yeah, you missed him. I think it was just outside his radius.
Ah, damn it. So I thought I had the timing on this, but I evidently don't.
So does he just follow that?
He follows a prescribed pattern.
Oh. Oh, and now you have to do the boss again.
Imagine dying to a boss in Crash 1. That's embarrassing.
Imagine being this bad at video games.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. You'd be right, but I wouldn't say it, because I'd be putting myself down.
I'm not great, but I'm good at certain games.
Yeah, that's me too. Hashtag me too. Man,
get him. Get him. Go on, get into him.
get him. I'm trying, Mom.
Get into him. You want me to save you? You want me to rescue you? Go on, get into him.
Get into him. I don't know what that's from.
That's an Aussie comedy reference.
I don't know what one that is.
Let me just say the word stuck.
Stuck.
Stuck. A video called Stuck
I haven't seen it.
by Duna.
Oh, well, I haven't seen their entire library.
Okay.
I thought that's what it was, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen their whole library.
If you're not Australian, and even if you are Australian, you've never heard of Auntie Donna, please look them up.
They're real good.
They do a great absurd sketch comedy.
Get out of the kiln.
Get out of Kill.
All right,
The
now
Lost City.
this is our first colored gem level.
Color Gem.
Colored gem. So you get a colored gem by beating it instead of a regular like clear gem, like a filthy normie.
Ooh.
Fun fact: in the remake, the colored gem levels are the only ones you still have to complete without dying to get the gem.
Added layer of challenge.
Yep, because they're colored, and they actually made a distinction in the remake. Oh, actually, here's an extra fun fact, which I only learned recently. In the Japanese version of this game, so you get the green gem from this level, right? In the Japanese version, you get the green gem from the first hog level, and you get the red gem from this level.
Was that supposed to be a fun fact?
Well, actually, the fun fact comes now, because like the original red gem in this game is from Slippery Climb, and the Japanese developers were like, no, that level's too hard.
Wait, the Japanese developers said that was too hard?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
They put Slippery Climb on the second island in this game, in the Japanese version, because they thought they moved Sunset Vista, the last level of this island, to the third island. So narratively, the story no longer makes sense in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of Slippery Climb is you jump back into the castle through the window you busted out of in the opening cinematic.
I mean, I suppose it does make sense
Son of a-
from the perspective of that it's the same.
These damn bats. Hate them.
It's the same country who made Final Fantasy Mystic Quest because they thought Western audiences wouldn't be able to handle a proper RPG.
Yeah, but that was for their own audiences. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is a Western developer. When they ported it to Japan, they made it easier.
You know what's really sad?
What's that?
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest is the first ever Final Fantasy game released in Europe.
Oh.
That was people in Europe's first exposure to Final Fantasy. And it was not a great game. Good jump,
Good jumping.
Good jump.
Jeez, I'm terrified now. I'm actually really scared of these levels because I used to be so good at them. Like this used to be all I played, and then since Insane came out, and it's like it's just so much easier. I'm gonna play these, and now I'm back to this, and it's like, oh, I'm scared. I feel like I'm 5 again. Being like, no, the turtles are scaring me.
Oh god, this jump looks awful.
Yeah, I made it.
Okay, it looked a lot worse than it was.
It's just because I fucked it up the first time.
Yeah, I just thought like you had to like time it just perfectly so you don't clip like the platform on top your head.
Time for a Brio bonus round.
Brio in this game is like, for the first game, it was canonically just his assistant, right? Cortex's assistant. He didn't become his own thing, right? Until
a bit later, yeah.
Because like he's basically in this game, he's like a sort of like an Igor
He's a
situation.
stooge.
Yeah, and he's like, yes, master, I'm going to pull the lever.
No, I think it was always canon that Brio was the one that actually invented like a lot of the stuff. But like they didn't really go into it until a bit later on.
So,
oh my god, I can't die.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, because in the next game in the original trilogy, Brio's working against Cortex for some reason.
He wasn't getting workers' comp.
Well, no one's getting workers' comp in this game.
Cortex was not giving out bonuses.
But then they added into like Mind Over Mutant, and they made Brio amazing in that game.
Ooh.
I don't know if you remember any of those cutscenes.
The only cutscenes I can remember from like the PS2 is like to Insanity.
Okay, well, the Mind Over Mutant cutscenes are the ones where like they're all animated in a different style.
Oh yeah.
And like they made Brio like super possessive about the things he's invented.
All the cutscenes are different animation style. Ah, that's where all the budget went. I see.
I mean, you're not wrong. Mind Over Mutant feels like they wanted to make a Crash cartoon, but they were like, no, make the game instead. And they're like, okay.
But we have all these storyboards and concept art. Wait a second. Harold, I have an idea.
I realized that the bonus rounds don't matter for gems in this game, so I just died immediately. I didn't want to put up with that just box bridge.
The box bridge. Explore it.
Oh, son of a...
Glitch.
Well, we're starting again.
Otherwise, we won't be able to do the thing.
It wasn't a glitch. It just wasn't me jumping hard enough.
No, I was referencing the series.
Man, I just remembered how difficult this game is.
Oh, we're back to the very start.
Yeah.
God damn.
We're gonna be here a long ass time.
So I mean, I'm assuming this is what you're referring to when you said that the levels are probably just harder here rather than necessarily they're just long. Because you said like half the game takes place here.
This is still the second island.
Yeah, didn't you say that the second island has like half the game's
The
levels?
third island.
The third island, right. That was the hypothesis that because the levels were also hard as well as long.
Well, the third island still has more levels in it.
Yeah.
But they are like, by definition of like making a game with good game design, like the hardest levels in the game. And there's like there's 6 colored gems in the game. The third island has 5 of them.
Get the Brio.
I don't need to. It doesn't count for completion, but
why not?
Because they didn't design it that way.
It's content in the game.
You could not collect a single Brio token in the entire game, and you could still beat 100%.
Wow. Talk about bad game design.
Jeez, what were these game designers thinking?
God damn. lizard.
Nah.
Get him.
I'm scared. I lost my Aku Aku.
Get in and win.
Maybe whatever. I don't care.
We don't need the Brio.
I'm moving on. I just want to get all the boxes and move on.
We just want to lead the level.
In Insane, the Brio bonus level boxes do count for gem completion, but you can replay the Brio bonus levels. If you die, you can just go back into them.
Can you imagine someone not knowing that? And I've played like the first Crash Bandicoot, but the Brios don't count. Oh, I was looking away. I did not see what happened.
You saw my foot touch the flame, and the game says, "Good, you have to start again because of that."
Don't you know? Bandicoots are very combustible.
Oh yeah, they're flammable.
Yeah, they just up in flames instantly. Turn to ash in like a matter of seconds.
I originally thought we were going to get through like the whole first game in one sitting, and if I continue at this rate, maybe not.
We'll see. Maybe you'll just like clutch it.
Maybe I'll get better at the game after like in the next like minute.
Well, you said how long has it been since you played this version of the game?
2017.
And you've been playing this game for less than an hour, so I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it.
Has it been less than an hour?
Yeah, it's 46 minutes on the recording clock.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that. Okay, never mind. We should get this done in one day then.
I dread to think how big the video size is going to be.
Oh well. But we can always like stop recording and start again. Actually, that might be a good idea at some point, just to like make sure it fits on a thumb drive.
If not, we can just chuck it on my hard drive.
Oh yeah, good point. Oh no!
Oh boy.
Man, there's a lot more ricochet with the bats in the remake. Like they tend to spring into each other a lot more.
I never knew you could kill the big boy bats.
If you kill the big boy both big boy bats on either side, then the mini bats stop spawning.
Yeah. I did not know that. I just thought you had to put up with it.
That said, once you get to the second bat and spin it away, like you're beyond that point anyway.
It's like, oh no, our mum and dad are gone. We must fly away now to find a new home. Alright, remember, don't stick your toe in the fire. Calm down. Everything is fine.
I'm trying to rush it. This is my mistake.
Just take your time.
This is my Crash hubris setting in, where it's like I'm a master at these games. I can speed through these, no problem.
I can beat this in one sitting.
I can play 17 Crash games in 2 months.
Yeah, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I mean, realistically, I can. It's just a matter of like editing it.
Yeah.
In time, which should be easy enough.
You're not editing a lot.
Yeah, at worst, all I'm doing is cutting things out and then adding in inserts for the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah. The worst is if you're editing it and then you upload it and then you watch it later on and then you realize, oh, I forgot to put an insert in. Despite us clearly saying, hey, we should put this in just so we know what we're talking about.
I'll see if I can do this properly this time. Nope.
No, it's instant death.
The good thing that doesn't count for getting the gem. Okay.
Here we go again.
We get around that wall.
That wall is the hardest level in Crash history.
Future Tense might have something to say about that. Oh!
That I don't think that was very close to not counting. I feel. This is good commentary.
Yep. I knew we'd get to this point anyway.
Yeah, pay us $5 on Patreon, please.
OnlyFans.
Oh god. Well, so do you have no choice but to just get pushed out by that wall?
Yeah, but if you jump at the right time, you can jump around it.
Yeah. Oh look, see, that's world building. In the background you can see the Vortex Tower.
And it gets closer with every level you complete.
Yeah, see, that's world building for you.
I always liked that Crash 1 was like a big story in that aspect. Like, it didn't have any cutscenes, but it made sense as you play the game.
I mean, my favorite example of that is like Half-Life 2. Because in that game, there's no all the levels flow seamlessly into one another. Like, yeah, there's a loading screen, but you still have you just
Oh, what am I doing? I don't need to get all these boxes. I can just complete the bonus round, get some lives.
31% complete.
I can save my game.
And of course, the classic overdone Crash. Go, Torna's right there. Why can't you can't come with us?
Just take her with you.
She's right there. Why can't we just take her through the teleporter?
Just take her with you, Crash.
What are you doing, Crash, you moron?
Do you like our authentic Australian accents?
Yeah, they're really good. We don't sound Australian when we're just talking like this.
We kind of do, but we don't
like,
sound.
I mean, to each other.
We don't sound like a stereotypical Australian.
Like, I don't think we like pick up on the accents as much if we're just talking like our normal voice to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like, hey, how you going, mate? We're gonna go down to the barbecue and we're gonna put on some prawns on the barbie. I was almost Cockney for a bit there.
Yeah. I did it.
We did it, boys. We did it.
And watch me miss the box.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I was gonna say thanks.
Oh, thank God.
You missed one the box. The green boy.
The green gem.
There we go. 32% complete.
5 out of 26 gems. We got a long way to go.